I did 100 open houses in 100 days, and some of you may think that that's insane, but it gave me 15 transactions during that 100-day period when I was absolutely broke and had no money and no other way to do deals. Now, maybe you've heard this story from me or other people before, but I'm gonna break it down on exactly why I did it, how I did it, and all the results that came from it. Now, doing this completely changed the trajectory of my career. When I started this, I had literally about $2,000 left in my bank account. I had no way of doing transactions. I didn't have a pipeline. I felt like I was hitting my head up against a wall for the last 2.5 years with no real consistency or nothing really happening. Then I decided to do this, and what it started with was 30 open houses in 30 days. And that gave me 2 transactions like right off the bat for about 1.8 million in volume, which was also way more in volume on average per home I had ever done. And I was like, whoa, this is life changing. Because all of a sudden I had about $70,000 in my account just from those 2. And that was like, wait, if this worked within 30 days, why don't I up this to 100 days? And what happened during those 100 days is I started to figure out all the little nuances and the little things that would make me be able to close more. And that's what gave me those 15 transactions. What's cool is from the start of that 100 days till a 6-month point later, I was able to do 36 transactions. So the crazy thing is I literally went from my first start of that year, January through May, not doing a single transaction. Then all of a sudden from June through December, I did 36 transactions. I went from literally an agent that no one knew about and had no money in my account to having, I think it was close to 250,000 in commission and gross commissions, literally just like that. It was absolutely nuts. Now, the whole purpose of open houses over some other prospecting system is, one, I didn't have the money to pay for online leads. I tried cold calling. I'm not against cold calling. I think it's cool. It just wasn't my thing that I wanted to go and do every single day in and day out. And I knew I needed to make money fast. So I figured, why not spend a couple $100 on open house signs, because that's all I had to spend, and then let's just go out and try and get belly to belly with people and just start meeting them and try and get them into other showings, try and get a listing out of them. And that's exactly what happened. So this went from literally just pure desperation and just saying, hey, I need to close deals. How can I do this as fast as possible with the least resistance? And what's something that I enjoy doing every single day, or maybe not enjoy, but it's the least amount of friction to be able to do it, right? It's not getting on the phones and hearing F you all day. It's showing up to an open house to where people are willingly raising their hand by walking in and saying, hey, I'm looking at possibly doing something. So to me, that was absolute gold. Here's what nobody tells you when they tell you to maybe do this, or even when you've heard my stories. The first few weeks are rough. You're trying to figure out how you want to talk to people, what you're going to say. You're trying to learn the area around you so you could send these people to other houses too, right? Because you want to take them on a showing right after or within the next day. So you need to know the other houses off the top of your head, so that way you have some type of value to actually provide. It's not like a, hey, let me send you houses later, or let me send you some houses from the MLS, because they could look at the MLS too. What I noticed after doing 30 open houses in 30 days is the way I did things really started to shift. I had a real system as to how I was setting up the open houses, how I was talking to people, what the follow-up was like, how everything would go throughout, and that's when things really started to get dialed. Now, I want you to think about this for a second. This turned into 36 transactions in a 6-month time period, 36 closed homes. I would imagine most people that may be listening to this haven't closed 36 homes in 6 months, or haven't closed 36 homes ever in a year. And that's okay. I was in the exact same spot. That's what's so cool about this. And what I want people to understand with doing something like this is setting up the path to be able to do something massive. Like, this is just the beginning. And this first 100 days, if you were to do something like the 100-day open house challenge, you may not get massive success in that first 100 days, but what are you going to see 6 months from now? What are you going to see 12 months from now? What are you going to see 2 and 3 years from now because you were doing this? And the reason why I say that is, literally, it was just 3 years ago that I started doing this challenge. And as of today, I run a team that's going to do over 100 million in volume. We just hired a recruiter, we're hiring a sales manager, and we're now scaling to $1 billion in volume a year. Literally 3 years ago, I wasn't doing a deal a month at all. All this was just to prove to myself that doing a repeatable, super simple action way outbeat some complicated, super cool strategy, just showing up and doing what needed to be done every single day. This challenge is the reason why everything in my business today actually exists. And look, if you want to go all in on the 100 open houses in 100 days, reach out to me or just go in the YouTube description and I will have the full free guide as to how you can actually copy exactly how I did the open house challenge. If you need help, reach out. I'm more than happy to answer anything that I can. I credit all of my success to this 100 open house and 100 day challenge. Like, this literally changed my life. This is why I get to do everything I get to do now on a daily basis. It's why my wife gets to stay at home. It's allowed me to do so many things by just putting in that initial upfront work. If you guys want more videos like this, or you want more tactical breakdowns on maybe the specific parts of me doing open houses, just comment below what you guys are looking for. I'm posting videos now weekly on this channel, so make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to literally teach you how to go and build your entire business through YouTube. Literally for free, just watch the videos.